ASMR. Alright, hello. Today we're going to be filming my first soft-spoken video and kind of a roleplay-ish video. We're going to look for a suspect. You're going to be the one identifying him, and I'll try to sketch him or her or them, the culprit, for whatever they did. We're trying to find them and look them up. Lock them up. We do have options for this. We can use a more traditional paper and a marker. We can give it a go. Oh, culprit. Good look. Something like this. I get the feeling from your expression that this is not the one we're looking for. Not the one we're looking for, right? Let's cross them over. Let's cross them over. Oh. The other way is to do it with the bat. We could say that maybe they have longer hair. Almost like a helmet on their face. And a frown, you say? Is this the one we're looking for? Still no. I'm starting to think that you're not entirely honest with me. If you keep changing the description, I can't help but be suspicious. Maybe of you. Maybe be suspicious of you. Would you also like a cup of tea? I can arrange you one. Alright, please. Can you bring them a cup of tea? Thank you. It'll be just a minute. Alright, so let's continue with the investigation, so to speak. Alright, so let's use the bat. It is easier to erase these false testimonies of sorts. Alright, so you say that they have what? They had glasses, okay. Were the glasses round or square? More round, okay. So like Harry Potter glasses, yeah. Okay, so like round glasses with a normal bridge part connecting the lenses, yeah. Okay. Okay, so, and then can you describe their nose for me? Pretty much non-existent. More like an anime line. That's a bit weird, but we can do with them. Did you get the expression that they had? Like the shape of their mouth. For example, my mouth is a bit crooked. I may have some nerve damage on it. I can't smile symmetrically, but it's fine. We all have our lives. They had a slight smile, like Mona Lisa smile. Okay. It's also a bit on the other side. There used to be this analysis about Mona Lisa's smile. That is actually not a smile if you sort of focus on each part of the mouth. Only one side has a slight upwards position. Okay, so what about the hair? The hair, you say, is... It was spiky. Okay, longer, shorter. A bit shorter, like... did it go upwards from on top of their head? Okay. Alright. I think I got it. And let's add a bit of glare on the glasses. Maybe erase that part. There. Okay. And you say that their eyebrows were only these tiny things right here, sort of like small triangles, sort of like, yeah. Alright. How were the shape of their face? Was it plump or thin or... Okay, so thinning with a sharp jaw. Okay. So maybe something like this. How were the ears? Were they protruding? Like, could you see them clearly, or were they like my ears are, kind of flat? They go alongside my head. You can hardly even tell that I have ears from the front perspective. So you say like normal, so slight protrusion. I don't know if I speak the language correctly. Alright. And they were a hoodie. Okay. So, could this be the suspect that we're looking for? Closer. Okay. We're getting there. Closer. Do you think that we should add something to this, or try to do new sketch? Add to this, okay? Okay. So are we missing something that you haven't mentioned before? A pet. They had a pet. Pet parrot. Were they a pirate? But the parrot was... Where was it located? On the shoulder? No, not on the shoulder. On the head. In the hair. Yeah. Oh, alright. Was it a big parrot? No, tiny one. A cockatoo. Okay. Thank God we have this pad. We can do a slight erasing with this easier. Pardon me, this looks more like a little chicken. I hope you can see it fine. It's like a little chicken on their head. Yeah. So now we're going to now you're saying they had a crime partner, so another person. Fine. We're going to do just removing them on the edge, and now you're going to tell me, what did their partner look like? They were more feminine, alright, had longer hair, sure. Did they have a particular hairstyle? They were braided. Fantastic. I love drawing braids. No. One long, thicker braid on the other side of the head. Okay. Now, we're going to do that later, but first let's start with the shape of their face. Can you describe it for me? So it was more of a round face. Okay. They were not wearing glasses. Okay. Did they have a strong makeup or something? Thick lashes. Okay. With a small nose, like rounder potato nose. No, not potato, but rounder nose. Okay, so let's go with that sort of thing. And maybe more like a cat eye. Like I could do perfect makeup, but more on the cat eye shape. That's a bit much, I think. Alright. Did they have eyebrows? Yeah, they did. Similar to their partner. Okay. Could they have been siblings? Okay. And they had a tiny smile. Okay, also with a tiny smile. Okay. So, about the braided hair, did they have bangs, or they did alright, just above their eyebrows, I guess? Yeah. Alright. There. And now we're going to do the braid with the normal looking ears also. Thank you, you even answer the question without me even asking. That's very helpful. Very helpful indeed. Okay. They had earrings, like round ones. Okay. It only showed on the side that didn't have the braid. I assumed as much. Thank you. Maybe the braid will come out at this side. Okay, maybe something like this. So we've started with this sort of thing. Yeah, no, yeah. Closer. Okay, so we're going to keep on going with this. So, did they have any distinctive pieces of clothing? A necklace, okay. A pearl necklace, like Marge Simpson's, you say? Well, that's a fashion choice. Okay. And with a top. So maybe something like that. Okay. And now we're going to place these suspects side by side. Right, so does this pair ring a bell? They do. Perfect. Now that we have them sketched. Oh, your tea is here. Sorry, I forgot to mention earlier. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can place it there. Go ahead. Let's have sips of tea. So that our mouths won't dry up. So now we are going to use this. I'm going to take some notes about your witness testimony. So, can you describe how did the things go? Where do you remember it all began? You walked into the laundromat, okay? You were going to do your laundry there, I assume, yes? Suspect? Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, you're not the suspect. You're a witness. The witness comes to the laundry mat. Yes, with the intention of doing the laundry. Yes. And it was a Saturday. Yes, it was. Saturday is a great laundry day. So, what happened next? You were placing your whites into another machine and the colors into another one, okay? So, separating the laundry. Okay. You can relax. You're not the suspect. I think if we find something, then you never know. But for now, you're safe. You're safe. So, yes, you separated your laundry and then you saw that. Were they a couple? Did they act like a couple or like friends or acquaintances? They acted like friends, okay? Yeah. Suspects that we just drew, they walked into the laundromat. Alright. The suspects come in the laundromat on a Saturday. What time of day was it? Afternoon. Alright. Saturday afternoon. And they started separating their laundry also. Okay, so they split up and the other one placed their laundry in one machine and the other one into another machine. Were they close to you, like distance-wise? Do either one know? Okay, so now, did something particular happen? One started humming. The feminine one, yes, the feminine one started humming. There was a song that you knew. It was a theme song from an animation. What was this animation? Moomins. The ending of the Moomins TV series. Okay. Good. I got it memorized. I've seen that show many times. It actually was one of my favorite TV shows when I was a kid. Thank you. Now, will be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. Right, it seems our time is almost up. I'm not going to take too much of your time anymore. So then we get to what actually happened. They started arguing amongst themselves, okay, and they did what? Did they push each other? No, they just claimed that the other one was being insensitive and so they had a little bit of an argument. Alright. And one of them seemed very upset. Okay. And did something actually happen? The other one didn't lend them money, so one of them had to go back home and get some cash for the laundry machine. Now, I think that this concludes our investigation. Thank you for your cooperation, but I think that this was not a crime. This was not something that our investigators should be involved in. It is something that people have to resolve amongst themselves. I understand that you're a worried citizen, and it's a good thing to care about what happens. But we need to remember, some things just don't belong to us. It doesn't concern us. So we can take our space. We can just leave them be and be happy that at least we're not having any arguments with anyone. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Now, I want to thank you for joining in this roleplay-ish ASMR video. And I hope you like it the soft-spoken way. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I'm going to edit the video and see if I like it anymore, but I'm probably going to publish it anyway, so that we can have some data, some reference to see if whispering, the normal whispering, or the soft-spoken one, we can have some variety. Anyways, I thank you for joining me today, and I wish that you have a pleasant day or night, wherever you may be. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.